Hello and welcome to ST Web Designer. Today is the first extra video in the series Code a Basic Responsive Website. And we're going to be changing the horizontal navigation bar into a vertical one. So the HTML part of the navigation bar doesn't need changing. So we're going to be changing our horizontal style nav into a vertical one. So we're going to go to our navigation styles in our CSS document. And under .navbar, we're going to add display block, float left. We're going to give it a width of 200 pixels. And we're then going to change the padding to 0. The next class that we need to change is the .navbar li. So we're going to remove display inline and replace it with display block. We're also going to add display block under .navbar a, and we're going to change the padding to 8 pixels. So let's have a look at that in our browser, and as you can see we have now got a vertical navigation bar. However, the content sits below, which isn't what we want, so we're going to change some styles in the .content area. So we're going to remove the width for now, and we're going to add display inline block. We're going to add float left, and we're going to add a width of 78%. And we're going to set the padding to 16 pixels on the top, 4 to the right, 0 to the bottom, and 7 pixels to the left. So now the navigation bar and content area sit side by side. However, the footer has now moved from the bottom of the page to just below the header. To correct this issue, we need to add a div class clear in our HTML document in between the article and footer. We then need to add a style under that class in our CSS document. So we're going to go .clear, and we're going to go clear : both. This will clear the float direction to default as we have used float left in our navigation bar and content area. By using clear both, it stops the floats we previously defined from affecting other elements. And as you can see, the footer now sits at the bottom of the page where it should. However, we have some design flaws when we resize the browser, so we need to go back to our media queries and change some of those. We are firstly going to delete the 600 pixel media query and all the styles within it. We're going to head over to our browser and use a developer tool to find out where we need to change the look of the page. So at 1057 pixels is where the content goes back to sitting underneath the navigation bar. So let's close the developer tool, and above the 800 pixels media query we're going to add media screen and max width 1057 pixels in brackets, Within the media query, we're going to go .navbar, display block, width 100%, padding 8 pixels for the top and bottom, and 0 pixels for the left and right. And now, at 1057 pixels, the navigation bar changes into a full width vertical nav. However, the content area stays at 78%. Underneath .navbar, we're going to go .content area, and we're going to add the styles of display block, width 100%, and we're going to add a padding left, and we're going to set that to 0. And this changes the width of the content area to fit the whole width of the page. And that is all the code we need to change our horizontal navigation bar into a vertical one. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. If you found it useful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.